Hey there friends and family, it's Kevin here from Diary of a Chubby Yogi, and today we're going to be looking at 8 foundational yoga postures to help improve your balance and your mobility. I just want to say a very, very big thank you to those of you who are watching this video and those of you who have liked and subscribed so far. So if you'd like to see more, please subscribe downstairs, leave us a comment. I would absolutely love to hear from you. Yoga has many benefits, and one of the first ones that you'll notice is the improved range of motion and flexibility of your muscles. Flexibility and mobility allow us to be able to place our bodies in the safest position possible so that when we can move with steadiness and ease. In the Yoga Sutras, chapter 2, verse 46, Maharishi Patanjali says, Sthira Sukham Asanam. Allow the posture to be steady and comfortable. We have a heightened risk of injury when we move, so we need to assess the best route possible to be able to move with freedom. Be sure to check in with your doctor or your medical professional if you're unsure about starting a yoga practice. So, without further ado, let's get onto the mat.
First up is Tadasana, the mountain pose. This is a strong standing posture that helps the spine resist gravity, giving us what is essentially the anatomical position. The mountain represents how we hold ourselves in this world, with an emphasis on balance. The feet, hip distance apart, are rooted into the earth, the weight evenly distributed between the two of them. The toes are not clenching into the ground, but with a relaxed and steady, even pressure. The lower legs are engaging while stretching, the thighs engaged to stabilize the knees. The backs of the legs and the buttocks are toned but not clenched, allowing the body to balance evenly. The pelvis is neutral, providing a center of gravity for the torso. We lift through the rectus abdominis, the front of the body, the front central line of muscle that runs from the genitals through the heart center. In the back, we stabilize the shoulder blades by pulling the upper arm slightly back and softening the shoulders away from the ears. The lower back is also toned, but not engaged, allowing the lift from the heart to lengthen the spine. The tops of the arms are slightly outwardly rotated to allow the palms to shine forward. The crown of the head will lift up, lengthening the back of the neck and lightly tucking in the chin towards the throat. This pose offers us a place of concentration and calm before the practice or between postures. Our second offering gives us the opportunity to link breath with motion, tying 2 poses together. The unlikely pairing of the cat and cow, Tadasana and Maharishi, is a wonderful way to introduce mobility into the spine. Starting in our tabletop pose, we come onto all fours with the knees directly underneath the hips and the hands underneath the shoulders. Lengthen the spine, reaching the tail and the crown of the head in the opposite direction. Support the spine by pulling the navel in and activating the abdomen and the lower back. Try not to collapse into any part of the body. On the inhale, extend the tailbone and then vertebra by vertebra begin to lower the navel down towards the ground. Continue this concave curve on the spine by shining the heart center forward and lengthening the back of the neck while looking forward. Draw the shoulder blades back, lowering the shoulders away from the ears to allow space in the back of the neck. Let's take a nice long exhale and slowly move into our cat pose, tucking the tailbone in and once again vertebra by vertebra beginning to curve the spine into a convex curve. Separate the shoulder blades, allowing the front of the body to flex while the muscles on the back of the body stretch. The hands and the feet remain rooted, the fingers and the palms pressing down evenly. We move between these 2 poses, linking them with an ujjayi breath, the sound of the ocean rolling over the back of the throat. Number 3 and 4 on the list are 2 variations of Veerabhadra, the Warrior 2 and the Warrior 3. Named after the mythical warrior, these postures are grounding, energizing, and stabilizing. Our focus here is on the balance and muscular strength, and this will be the perfect antidote if you've been sitting down too long. Our biggest threat in these poses is the misalignment of the knees, so take care. The pelvis should also remain neutral and the spine long. Beginning in the prasarita or the wide stance, step the right leg to the back of the mat. Holding the arms at shoulder height, we can get the feet aligned underneath the ankles. Opening up the left foot to 90 degrees, align the feet heel to heel or heel to arch. Slowly bending into the left knee, guide it down the center of the foot. If the knee extends past the ankle, then just crawl the toes forward for a longer stance, stacking the knee above the ankle. This pose engages the muscles around the thighs and around the core. The opening of the arms and the legs invites space without stiffening or locking the joints. We add an extra dimension to the posture by sending our gaze down the front arm, past the middle finger. This is Veerabhadra 2, the Warrior 2. Our second variation of this posture introduces the challenge of balance as we bring the head parallel towards the ground. Veerabhadra 3 is also challenging as the muscles we use to breathe are engaged for balance. Beginning in Tadasana, the mountain pose, we're going to step the right leg back into Chandrasana, the crescent lunge. Inhale and reach the arms up, extending the spine and opening up the heart. Transferring the weight of the hips onto the top of the left ankle, allow the right leg to float up, extending through the heel evenly and lengthening through the spine and the arms. We align the body parallel to the ground. Don't lock the knee out on the standing leg. The hips will be evenly pointing downwards. This pose tests our mechanics of balance, the inner ear, visual cognition, and our focus or proprioception. This is our bodily awareness. Fifth place goes to our first twist, Utthita Trikonasana, the extended triangle pose. This pose focuses on strengthening the core, the thigh, and the legs. Deep muscles close to the spine engage to support and stabilize the body, all enhancing the mind-body experience. Beginning once again in Prasarita or the wide stance, step the right foot back the length of one leg and open up the body to the right. Turn the left foot to face the front of the mat and the right foot remains at 90 degrees. Hold the arms up level with the shoulders and inhale, lengthening the spine. This pose should be practiced with care, so listen to your body, be mindful, and ease out of any sort of uncomfortable positions. Pressing the right hip back, allow the torso to extend over the left leg, and when balanced, release the left hand to the left shin, and then twisting open towards the right hand side, reach the right hand up to the heavens. Inhale, find length in the spine as you feel the body full of air, full of life. Breathe right into the belly. As you exhale, roll the front hip outward and the back hip inward, twisting through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, all the way up to the crown of the head. The breath is deep but relaxed, equal part inhale to equal part exhale. To exit this pose, look down to the front foot and lift the spine back up to vertical, stepping the right foot back up to meet the left to the front of the mat. Lucky number 7 is Baddha Konasana, the bound angle pose. As it's our first seated pose, make your way down onto the ground. This is a classic hip opener and groin stretch that improves the ankle flexibility, which is rather handy when we start coming into our balancing poses. Because of our unique structure, some of us will never really be able to get our knees down, and that's okay. Use blocks and use props. These things are your friends. Bend into the knees and clasp the feet, keeping the sitting bones rooted and a neutral pelvis. Bring the soles of the feet together. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, head above heart, heart above pelvis, relaxing the shoulders. Exhale, raise the heart center up and then fold from the hips, lowering the chest over the open soles of the feet, or take the navel up towards the toes. Try and keep the spine as long as possible here and minimize any rounding. Use every inhale to find length and every exhale to find depth. Lengthening the spine aids in freeing up the breath. Finally, we roll onto our backs for our final pose, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, the hip bridge. This is a gentle, accessible back bend, and it's a wonderful way to warm up or at the end of a practice to prepare for sleep. The bridge pose also opens up all of the muscles in the front of the body, all the way from the knee up to the heart center. The back of the body strengthens as the muscles work to support the body in the elevated back bend. Beginning flat on your back in Shavasana, the corpse pose, bend into your knees and walk the heels up towards the buttocks and place them hip distance apart and parallel. Inhale, tuck the chin in to lengthen the back of the neck and protect it, and then push evenly with the soles of the feet, raising the buttocks up. Pulling the shoulder blades together. Inhale, find length in the body. Activate the back of the body to help support the stretch on the front of the body, pushing the knees past the big toes, but not taking the knees past the ankles. As you exhale, come out of the posture by releasing down again to the ground. Come down slowly, vertebra by vertebra, allowing the spine to sink down to the ground. These 8 postures will help you in your yoga practice and be able to elevate and take you further. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Friends, please don't forget to like and subscribe downstairs. Send this and share this message with all of your friends. My name is Kevin, Diary of a Chubby Yogi, and thank you once again. Adios.